I joined in February 2012.
September 2011.
26 September 2012. Okay. Reason banyak. A lot of reason.
This company could help me gain a foothold in Singapore's workforce.
Get exposed to various kinds of fields of engineering.
When they saw an opening trainee CAD engineer, then I was like doing CAD. Okay, why not?
As an electrical engineer graduate, I'm not sure of the field or scope, right, which I'm passionate in.
Going into construction line is a little bit new.
I actually joined a local subcontractor firm
Because my previous background is mainly on manufacturing and aviation. For the past 15 months, 3 assignments.
I've only been to 2 assignments.
All those assignments is mainly on M&E based.
I did a lot of architectural drawings, renders, presentation, like tender bit.
My first attachment was at Johnson Controls. I took part in about over like 10 retrofit projects.
Shop construction detail, elevation, typical, SB drawing, all drawings I do before.
I also actively went to the site, do site investigation and such. And I was involved in the equipment hoisting and installation.
The initial stages of a new assignment, you feel very lost. You got to get used to the workspace.
My first assignment, the most tedious, hideous, I don't know how to describe the project. I was there to replace a senior. The senior actually had a problem.
Out of these, all the several retrofit projects I did at Johnson Controls, the one which left the greatest impression on me was one Cabin District. This was the first project, right, where I was able to participate actively from the design all the way up to the execute.
It's my first project and I'm handling 4 services and it's quite hardcore. Hey, they betul say this one. I just come up from training, haven't finished, do all these things. Serious or not?
As one of my managers down at Ida's told me, saying sorry won't solve the problem. Admitting that you're wrong and asking me how to fix it will do a better job at solving it.
Learn how to coordinate things, prioritize timing, meeting with clients.
And I would participate in the meetings with the building owners, allow me to resolve issues, come up with drawings that really meet objectives or requests by the client.
The senior of all seniors, he's the king. He knows every system, he knows everything. He's the best mentor. He actually bring me around site with drawings. So at the same time, going this portion, going to that portion, he actually tell me in detail, okay, this is what you design, this is what you draw, you coordinate. Okay, you see how people install. Is it okay or not?
Engineers will just tell you prepare this or that drawing, and you have no idea sometimes why they want it this way.
So for me, when I do drawings, I make sure I fully understand the drawing. So when an engineer come, hey, you have to change this one, connect this one to CAD 6 cable, then you got travelling cable, FO cable. Then I'll tell him, what nonsense you talk. You know how this system or not? Then he's scared already.
I understand what I'm drafting. I can't always depend on the software or application engineer to tell me you do this, you do that.
You're like the new, you're like a new app. You download, they just downloaded you, and you haven't been corrupted by the malware.
It was a fairly new department. It was only less than a year old when I got in. I had to implement a CAD standard based on the CP83. There was no format of CAD standard from the drafter. He said you just do anything that you find it convenient.
This is what being advised to me when my first attachment is my senior site engineer, actually I call him the king. Actually he knows everything. He told me that if you want to stay in this line, you need to actually absorb whatever that's given to you.
I feel that this is a good chance, for me to like pick up some of the relevant knowledge of architecture, and then feed it into my experience with electrical or mechanical.
When I reached the second year, I spoke to my line manager and said, hey, I know a lot of softwares now and I'm doing bigger projects, so perhaps you can renegotiate.
Is to get a degree.
Initially is to get to uni, but the definition of higher education has been redefined. Don't need to go to a uni, you can just take related courses, i.e. software courses, to value add yourself.
Go out there and as a project engineer. For the long term wise, right, I'm actually aiming to be a project manager.
If you want to talk about cash, then you must have the experience to back your claims.
When you do any project, it's multifaceted in nature.
You have to actually stay firm with what you are doing. Don't let engineers or other seniors step over you. That's my most important here.
When people point out your mistake, don't just bow down your head and accept it, but you have to ask them, okay, can you explain to me where or how I could have made the mistake?
Plan, execute, control. This three things I always equip myself. Whatever you do, you have to plan things systematically. Because you won't be able to predict what's going to come next. So you just plan.
But there's also this thing called planning paralysis. You plan too much and then you waste too much time planning. The best thing to do out there is go out there, experience, so that you can review your plan. Contract scope, job responsibilities, right? All these are like boundaries. At some point of time, if you want to develop your potential, you have to go and think out these boxes.
You gotta go in with an attitude to learn. Like you're always hungry for more.
You can't just say, okay, this is not my scope, so I'm not going to think about it. I just let other people handle it. It's not going to happen.
Clarify, but yeah, beware of the landmines.
Even though if you don't sleep the whole night doing the thing you like, you feel satisfied now. Yes.
My experience in it, right, would help me later on in life, engineering and even as the project manager.
Actually, at the end of the day, when you do all the design, when people fabricate according to what you're doing, and when you see your thing is already up there, you feel a sense of, like accomplishment. A sense of satisfaction. When you see, macam baik ni.
A picture tells 1,000 words, right? Yeah, it's the same thing. Experience is worth 1,000 pages or textbook or 1,000 textbooks maybe. I really appreciate some of the trainers, the time and effort they put in. For example, Nini, Durai, Dave, Jack, Zelo. Yeah.
I learned to the max actually.